Honda's CEO, has announced the surprise closure of its electric car division, causing astonishment among other manufacturers. The reason is that CEO Toshiba is opposed to electric vehicles and prefers not to speed up the transition to them. He believes that combustion engines still have a long future and that political leaders should not impose expensive electric vehicles on the middle class. Unexpectedly, other automakers, such as Ford and GM, have decided to follow Honda and stop producing electric vehicles. This could result in serious problems for the automotive sector. The Honda CEO is halting electric vehicle (EV) production because they have a secret plan to challenge the traditional EV market. Instead of investing $5 billion in making regular EVs with limited range, Honda is working on a groundbreaking alternative that could either make or break the company and disrupt the entire EV market. This decision surprised investors, as Honda had initially teamed up with GM to create more affordable EVs. Honda and GM had partnered about 18 months ago to use GM's advanced battery technology to create affordable electric vehicles, EVs, priced under $30,000. However, they faced several challenges, like increasing costs, lack of charging infrastructure, and slow consumer demand. Honda's CEO decided to exit the partnership because they believe that EVs might not be a practical choice in the United States due to the limited charging infrastructure and the high prices set by most automakers. A significant problem in the EV industry is the low demand and strong negative reactions from consumers. Companies like Ford and GM mistakenly believed people would buy any electric vehicle, even at exorbitant prices, but they were proven wrong. However, the termination of this particular EV project doesn't affect other ongoing collaborations between GM and Honda. GM is still planning to produce the 2024 Honda Prologue EV, which will be introduced in the coming months. This decision also benefits GM, a company facing significant challenges due to questionable leadership by CEO Mary Barra. They were fined over $100 million for producing low-quality vehicles that posed risks to buyers and are losing $200 million weekly due to ongoing worker strikes by the United Auto Workers in the United States. Honda is renowned for its reliable quality, and rushing into electrification could tarnish its image. It's worth noting that Honda is not alone in facing these challenges. Even Ford and their partner GM are dealing with similar issues. GM, a prominent player in the automobile industry, has decided to slow down its production of electric vehicles, EVs, in North America due to lower demand than expected. This move is anticipated to save the company a significant $1.5 billion in 2024. Initially, GM had ambitious plans to sell 400,000 EVs in North America from 2022 to mid-2024, with a target of producing 100,000 EVs in the latter part of 2023. However, production delays are now expected for new models like the Equinox EV, Silverado EV, and GMC Sierra EV. GM is still planning to collaborate with Honda on a vehicle that can compete with EVs, boasting more than 500 miles of range. Additionally, GM recently announced its intention to delay the production of electric trucks near Detroit. This change is aimed at better managing their capital and is a response to what they perceive as lower demand for electric trucks. GM has allocated a substantial $35 billion for its electrification plans up to 2025, with the overarching goal of becoming entirely electric by 2035. Both GM and Ford have faced challenges in their commitments to electric vehicles, EVs. Labor strikes have significantly impacted GM's pre-tax earnings, causing an $800 million reduction this year and an expected weekly loss of $200 million. Similarly, Ford has shown caution in its EV strategy, recently delaying a $12 billion investment in EV manufacturing capacity. High EV production costs and slowing demand are their primary concerns, leading them to halt the construction of a new battery factory in Kentucky. Ford has also abandoned its goal of producing 2 million EVs by 2026. In a world rapidly transitioning to electric vehicles, Honda's CEO, Toshihiro Maibe, has taken a different approach, signaling a shift in Honda's path towards achieving carbon neutrality. Maibe made a surprising revelation, stating, "Our goal is to achieve carbon neutrality, not to build EVs." This statement represents a significant departure from the prevailing sentiments in the automotive industry, where many governments and corporations have been aggressively promoting EVs. While many automotive companies are aggressively promoting electric vehicle EV adoption, the CEO of Honda suggests that this one-sided strategy may be flawed. He points out that there is a rush towards electrification, but the necessary charging infrastructure is not yet in place for their customers. Having spent over 30 years in engine development, he acknowledges his personal bias, admitting that the shift to EVs is somewhat unsettling for him. The CEO's statements emphasize that Honda is not against EVs, but underscores the importance of a diverse approach. Honda aims to provide its customers with various options and not compel them into solely buying EVs. What's particularly interesting is Honda's rapid progress in alternative fuels. They are making strides in their combustion vehicles, which have seen a 32% year-over-year improvement in sales. Additionally, they are focusing on hybrids, which the CEO believes could offer a more efficient alternative to traditional EVs. In the past decade, Honda has invested billions in exploring hydrogen fuels as an alternative to carbon dioxide (CO2) consumption. They initially faced technological challenges with hydrogen, even discarding the idea at one point. However, recent reports suggest that Honda has now successfully developed an engine prototype that can be integrated into internal combustion (IC) vehicles, reducing emissions by as much as 90%. Furthermore, Honda plans to introduce several new fuel cell electric vehicles, FCEVs, in 2024, which I'll discuss later in this video. Another significant reason why Honda's CEO is cautious about an all-electric future is the hidden side of electric vehicles. While EVs claim to produce zero tailpipe emissions, there's a darker aspect that often goes unnoticed. The environmental impact of producing EV batteries is substantial. The mining of minerals like lithium, cobalt, and nickel, essential for these batteries, results in a 60% higher carbon footprint in the production of EVs compared to traditional gasoline cars. This also comes with significant social costs, with vulnerable communities in places like Congo enduring dangerous conditions for mining these minerals. Honda's strategy has always centered around providing affordable mobility solutions. They are aware of the high costs associated with electric vehicles, EVs, as even budget-friendly options often exceed $40,000 globally. Honda's approach varies based on the specific market dynamics. In regions like Europe and California, where bans on combustion vehicles are being accelerated, Honda is adjusting its plans. In contrast, the heavy incentives in China are influencing Honda to launch 10 electric models by 2028. The United States, with its complex market dynamics, presents a challenge. Honda is also exploring partnerships to enhance its capabilities in key areas. Traditionally, Honda has been seen as trailing in technology, and to address this, they have partnered with Sony to create Sony Honda Mobility Inc. This software-focused mobility tech company aims to launch a new electric vehicle in the United States and Japan by 2026. They plan to incorporate Level 3 automated driving technology and are exploring the potential of the metaverse to enhance the driving experience. Additionally, Honda is revitalizing its sports car lineup with hybrid options. Honda has surprised many by revealing the electric Prelude concept. This is unexpected, as the Prelude, a well-known name in Honda's history, was showcased with a gas-electric drivetrain, raising questions about Honda's future electric vehicle EV strategies. Furthermore, Honda is also entering the field of fuel cell electric vehicles, FCEVs, with production set to commence in 2024. This new FCEV will be based on the popular Honda CR-V model. This venture is part of Honda's larger plan to transition to 100% battery electric vehicles, BEVs or FCEVs by 2040, underscoring their commitment to a sustainable automotive future. It's important to note that Honda is not the only player in the anti-EV market right now. Giants like Ford and GM are also taking a stance against full electrification. This raises concerns about the challenges of going all electric. While it may appear that Honda is stepping back from the electric future, recent innovations suggest a potential breakthrough with engines that could reduce emissions by an impressive 90%. Additionally, the brand is not ignoring the EV market entirely, as evident from partnerships like the one with Sony for the development of a new electric vehicle. The big question here is whether Honda's unconventional move is a brilliant strategy or a colossal mistake. As the world leans towards electrification, with companies like Tesla leading the way, Honda's departure from this path is undeniably bold. There's no denying that electric vehicles, EVs, have their environmental challenges, particularly in terms of battery production. Honda's mission to provide affordable mobility solutions and their approach to achieving carbon neutrality without relying solely on EVs is a noteworthy shift. Will Honda's alternative approach become a model for the future, or will it be overshadowed by EV giants like Tesla? What are your thoughts? Feel free to share in the comments below. Also, I've recently posted a video about some groundbreaking news that could shake up the entire EV industry. If you want to be truly surprised by what's on the horizon for EVs, do check it out.